Have you ever found yourself in the middle of the day, surrounded by responsibilities, and yet your mind is stuck somewhere else? In this state of distraction, you're not fully present. Your thoughts have taken flight, flying backwards and forwards in time, landing on worries, doubts, and scenarios. You're not here right now. Your mind has taken you hostage, and it's all because of one word: the what if. These what ifs become echoes in our minds, bouncing off our insecurities, amplifying our fears. We find ourselves consumed by a labyrinth of questions that often lead nowhere. What if I made a mistake? What if I don't succeed? What if things go wrong? It's like staring into the abyss, hoping it won't stare back. But the scariest part is that these what ifs aren't just passing thoughts. They can transform into big problems if left unchecked. They can affect our health, our relationships, our decisions. They can make simple tasks seem overwhelming and joyful moments feel stressful. In this tale, I want to introduce you to Maya, a young woman who found herself caught in the sticky web of what ifs. Her story is one of struggle, resilience, and most importantly, realization. Through her journey, you'll learn how to deal with the constant barrage of what ifs, transforming them from a source of fear into a tool for growth. You see, Maya was a high achiever. She pushed herself hard to excel at work and in school. But this drive came at a cost. As she climbed the ladder of success, she found herself increasingly anxious. Every accomplishment was followed by a relentless questioning. What if it's not good enough? What if they find out I made a mistake? What if I'm not talented, just lucky? These thoughts became a chorus in her head, drowning out her sense of achievement with doubts. The bigger her dreams, the louder the chorus grew. And soon her thoughts started affecting her life. She found herself losing sleep over minor issues, avoiding social gatherings for fear of making a fool of herself, and constantly seeking reassurance from others. She was trapped in a cycle of fear, and the more she tried to break free, the deeper she seemed to sink. One day, overwhelmed and exhausted by the constant mental chatter, Maya decided to seek help. She found a therapist who taught her about the power of our thoughts and how to manage them. With his guidance, she embarked on a journey of self-discovery. Learning to recognize, understand, and ultimately control the inner turmoil that had become her everyday life. This journey led her to a local park where she met an old man feeding the pigeons. He seemed at peace, a stark contrast to her own chaotic thoughts. Maya couldn't help but ask him the question that had become her mantra: how do you stay so calm? His answer was simple yet profound. I don't fight my thoughts, he said softly. I let them pass, like these birds. They land, they stay for a moment, and then they fly away. If you try to catch them, you only scare them and yourself. These words struck a chord within Maya, resonating with the truth she had never acknowledged. For years, she had grappled with her thoughts, trying to silence them, to push them away, only to find that it made everything worse. The old man's advice offered a glimmer of hope, a different way of dealing with the chaos within. Intrigued and desperate for change, Maya decided to follow his lead. She started small, observing her thoughts without judgment. She began to see them as visitors, welcome but not permanent residents. She learned to acknowledge their presence, to watch them as they came and went, just as the birds landed and departed from the old man's hand. But simply acknowledging her thoughts wasn't enough. Maya also had to learn how to respond to them. The old man's advice was clear. Don't fight, don't catch, just let them go. Easier said than done, right? In the beginning, it was hard. Old habits died hard. There were times when Maya found herself sinking into the familiar patterns of overthinking and worrying. But with each attempt, it became a little easier. She learned to separate herself from her thoughts, to realize that they were just that, thoughts, not commands. She started to reclaim her life from the clutches of her what-ifs. Over time, Maya developed a daily routine that helped her maintain this newfound balance. She began keeping a journal, pouring out her worries and fears onto paper. This simple act of putting pen to paper helped her externalize her thoughts, making them less overwhelming. She also started taking long walks, not to escape her problems, but to confront them head-on. During these walks, she would repeat a mantra: "I am not my thoughts. I am in control." It was a hard-won victory every time she managed to focus on her surroundings rather than her internal monologue. Her progress wasn't always smooth. There were setbacks and moments of intense self-doubt. But with each stumble, she picked herself up and started again. She knew that this was a journey, not a destination. As the weeks turned into months, Maya started to notice positive changes. She began setting short-term goals for herself, achievable targets that helped her regain a sense of control over her life. She celebrated these small wins, each one a testament to her growing strength and resilience. Her relationship with her thoughts changed. Instead of fighting them, she engaged with them, understanding them, accepting them without judgment. She learned to differentiate between helpful thoughts and harmful ones, between constructive criticism and crippling self-doubt. She started challenging her negative thoughts, questioning their validity and replacing them with more positive and realistic ones. One day, sitting in her favorite corner of the park, Maya realized that she hadn't reached for her journal in weeks. The what-ifs had become fewer, softer echoes in her mind. She could feel the sun on her skin, the wind in her hair, and hear the laughter of children playing nearby. She was present, truly present, for the first time in a long time. The old man's words rang clear in her memory. If you try to catch them, you only scare them and yourself. By letting go of her thoughts, she had stopped scaring herself. She had found peace in the midst of the storm. You see, Maya's journey is a testament to the human spirit's ability to heal, to grow, and to adapt. Through her story, I want you to understand that overthinking and the what-ifs are parts of the human experience. We all grapple with these thoughts at some point in our lives, but it's not about eliminating these thoughts. It's about how we choose to react to them. You can't control your thoughts, but you can control how much power you give them over you. So if you find yourself in the midst of a what-if storm, take a deep breath, step back, and observe your thoughts. Are they rational? Are they helpful? Or are they just noise? Challenge your negative thoughts, reframe your worries, and replace them with more positive affirmations. Focus on the present moment. Engage your senses. See the colors, hear the sounds, smell the aromas, taste the flavors, feel the textures. Be present in your life. Don't let your thoughts drag you down or pull you ahead of schedule. Embrace the uncertainty. Life will always have its ups and downs, its twists and turns. Accept that you can't predict or control everything. Trust in your ability to navigate whatever comes your way. Seek support. Reach out to friends, family, or professionals when you need help. Share your thoughts, your feelings. You don't have to go through this alone. And remember, you're not your thoughts. You're the one who decides whether to entertain them, question them, or let them go. Like Maya, you can find peace in the midst of the storm. You can learn to dance with your thoughts instead of fighting them. So go on, take a deep breath, let go of the what-ifs, and embrace the beautiful messiness of life. Because life isn't about finding all the answers. It's about embracing the questions, the journey, and everything in between. And hey, if you're still here, you've got a front row seat to a special message just for you. You are amazing. Yes, you. Your strength, your kindness, your resilience, your ability to keep going. It's all truly remarkable. The world needs more people like you. People who can face their what-ifs, who can let go when needed, and who can pick themselves up and start again. You're a work in progress, a masterpiece in the making. Keep going. Keep believing in yourself. And remember, you're not alone. We're all in this together, navigating the twists and turns of life, facing our what-ifs and celebrating our victories, big and small. So keep shining, keep growing, and keep being you. The world is a better place because you're in it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening, and thanks for sharing this journey of life with me. If you liked this video, show some love, give it a thumbs up. And hey, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join our community.